These are not your everyday glasses. You are watching me read a script right now floating in front of my eyes, and you can't see a thing. These are the AI glasses from MemoMind, an AI glasses brand incubated by ex-Jimmy, and they actually look like glasses. Display, microphone, speakers, but no camera. I've been wearing these for over a week now, and let me show you what they can really do. These glasses do have a lot of cool features, and I want to make sure I don't forget anything as I talk through them. So I actually loaded a little bit of a script here in the glasses, and all I have to do to have that script show up for me is I double click right here, move my head like that to the right, click, and now I have the speech loaded in. Let's first talk about the unboxing. You get a USB-C charging cable, a microfiber cloth to clean the lenses. Then, once you download the app, connecting the glasses is a breeze, and you get access to tons of settings and features. Some of these include changing the format of the heads-up display's main screen, which you can see when tilting your head up or clicking the button on the side of the frame. You can change the position of the display to make it appear further or closer from you, or a little up or down in your field of view. You can also adjust the AI settings. So for example, I can just say, "Hi Memo," and then it will act like any other LLM and give me a response visually as text in the glasses or audio in the speakers. You can adjust the quick launch function, which allows you to quickly launch 3 shortcuts by double-clicking the button here and then turning your head left or right to select an option, like I just did to load this speech in the glasses. And then the app itself is a central hub where you can choose what shows up on the main menu of the display and then either see things the glasses recorded throughout the day and their corresponding AI summaries, or you can set up a translator mode where you can select languages to show you in your glasses and translate in real time. And then you can also just turn on normal subtitles. So if you're hard of hearing maybe, and you just want to see as text what the person in front of you is saying, it'll show you that. You can also use the speech mode, again, like I'm doing right now, and it will scroll down as you speak. It even stops scrolling if you stop speaking, so it goes at your own pace. It also has features called wishes and moments, where if you allow the glasses to remain in this kind of always listening mode, it'll pick up key wishes and moments throughout the day and give you an AI-generated summary of each day. I'll show you more about that in a minute. The live captions or subtitles have been very difficult to try to capture through the lens, so instead I want to show you what it looks like here. So we click play from the phone, or you can set a shortcut from the glasses themselves if you want, but this is a quick way to do it. And what I'm seeing on my glasses right now as we chat is exactly mirrored from what I see right here on this screen. So you can see how quickly it is able to show these captions. And I think it works quite well. So if I talk really fast, we can see that I'm actually able to read quite quickly. So if somebody's at a restaurant, they're talking fast, I can actually understand them quite quickly without having to worry about how long it takes for them to say anything and then how long it takes for me to say something. Now, the one thing that is going to be a slight issue or disappointment for me is that it's showing subtitles for what I say and for what the other person is saying. So that starts to get a little bit confusing. Also, if we look at the settings here, we can have audio input be from the glasses or from the phone. So you could pass somebody the phone, maybe even across the room, and hear what they're saying, which is pretty cool. And then you can move where these show up in the display. You can make it look a little bit further from you or closer and up and down. Now, if I end these, we can actually see everything saved right here. And we actually have an AI summary of what was just said. So that's pretty neat. That's all built in. If we look at the translator, it's the same kind of thing. Now, I don't know much of other languages, but we'll try a little bit of Spanish to English. It's the same kind of thing. So if we hit play, ¿Cómo está? ¿Está bien? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? And on my screen, I'm only seeing the English. And it's interesting because as I say or speak English, I'm still just seeing the English on the screen. I've been wearing these for over 11 hours today, almost all day. And throughout the day, I've been asking the AI different questions, listening to some music. I took a couple of phone calls. And more importantly, I had this AI memories feature on all day. So the glasses have, in a sense, been listening in the background to my entire day. And I want to show you what it really captured for the AI summary. So we're going to pull that up. And before we look at that together, let's see, as I think about my day, I went to the dry cleaner. My wife and I did a little bit of online shopping for some furniture. We went out to dinner with some friends. I'm sure did a few other things. So I'm curious to see how much of that really gets picked up and what details are shared in this summary. So let's take a look. I had to wait for the next morning, but I woke up to see this, my tech and home diary for June 5th. And when we click on this, we can see a whole overview of what happened throughout the day. And it's actually pretty close to what I was expecting. We've got the AI Glasses deep dive, video production setup where I was trying to figure out where to film that last segment you saw. Of course, talks about the whole content creation since I was working on the video a lot yesterday as well. Patio furniture planning. So of course, that's what I mentioned before. Home upgrades. I didn't even talk about this, but successfully installed a new bidet. I was pretty proud about that. And then the dry cleaning. So when I was walking out of the dry cleaner, I want to remind myself because he told me it was cash only for pickup. And that was surprising. So as I walked out, I just said to myself, remind me to pick up dry cleaning. It's cash only and $6. And it actually picked that up, which is fantastic. My wife and I also discussed some different curtains we were looking into. Our dog Walter has been a little bit weird with his diet lately, so it talks about what he was eating. Hi, Memo. How long can canned wet dog food be out at room temperature before tossing? I'm showing you in real time here, actually, on the display. I can see what I had said showing up on the green text, and then I'm reading a response right now in real time. We met up with some friends for Thai food. That is correct. My wife is pregnant, and these other friends we met are pregnant. They are due on July 14th. We are due later. So they didn't really get that right, but close enough, I would say. This part's pretty interesting because it's picking up things that I was actually listening to. So this cognitive benefits of parenting. This was actually a New York Times article somebody had sent me, and I was walking around the house, so I actually played it on the little reader app instead of reading it. So it actually picked that up.
The ties you might form with your kids, classmates, parents are fostered by repetition and proximity. Having kids can give you both. If they're young, you might be on.
And the content creation thing, this was just some TikTok I was watching from, I kind of pulled that out as well. And tech integration, I was talking to a friend at dinner last night about the real-time AI summaries and all of that. And then it has a few different memorable moments throughout the day. This is from a TikTok I was watching. This is nice right here. And then it gives you just a little summary at the end. So pretty interesting that if you do wear these on a daily basis, you're going to have this little daily diary of what went on each day and can act as a little bit of a memory. So that is pretty neat. Now let's focus on some of the day-to-day usability details here. First off, the battery lasts all day. I've not had a single issue with that. Quick charging is pretty solid. I went from about 10 to 80% charge just plugged into my laptop via USB-C in maybe 30 minutes or so. The microphone has been pretty solid on calls. I've asked people who have been on the other line when I'm taking the calls on these glasses, and they say, yeah, you sound fine. And I love using these for listening to music or podcasts when I'm on the go. Of course, speakers like this by your ears, they're not known to have great bass or anything like that, but they're absolutely usable. I'm always going to prefer something like AirPods if I really want to get into the music or I'm deep in a workout or something. But what I love about these glasses is I'm always kind of wearing them. So if I forget to have them, I'm at the store, I'm walking the dog, I can just put on a podcast, put on some music, and the audio is fine. It's very clear. I can hear audio very nicely. Again, it's just not going to have that deep bass that you would expect from some good headphones.
No, I would venture to say trust is broken.
Do you think OIS needs to be removed?
Oh gosh, yes.
Now, the screen itself. I have set it up so when I look up, the screen shows up and I can see any details. It's really nice when a text comes through, it just pops up right here on my glasses. I can quickly see who's texting me or really any other notification across my phone as I see fit. And even in bright days, it is quite readable. It's always going to be easier to read in a darker room, but I haven't noticed any issues. Even when I'm out and it's sunny, I can read the screen well. The only times it's a little tough is if there is like a really bright white wall or something like that in front of you. It's where I'd almost be squinting myself. That's when it gets a little bit hard to read the screen. But day to day, there have been very few times where I just can't read the screen. Now, again, with the screen, some people have commented they kind of notice that I am wearing smart glasses. You can see a little bit of that screen reflection depending on the angle that you're viewing from. So that could be a little bit of an issue if you're really trying to hide that you're wearing like some AI or display glasses. Some people will notice if they're at a certain angle that there is a little bit of a display there. Looking out of the glasses when the display is not on, I almost always kind of forget that I'm wearing them. I can barely see anything. Like I look around right now, I'm not seeing much of a glare or reflection. The only time I really tend to notice it is if there's a bright background behind me. So I was out to a restaurant the other night and I was seated kind of facing towards the interior of the restaurant, but it was still sunny out. So that sun behind the window, I was able to kind of catch a little bit more of like a mirroring or a glaring from these screens in the glasses. It wasn't completely distracting or anything like that, but I did notice it. And now, style. You can make your own judgment there. I think they look decent. They're not my favorite pair of glasses in terms of style. I really wish they would have sent me their more round type of frame. That's just generally what I tend to wear anyways. But again, I'm more than happy to wear glasses like this wherever I go. And speaking of that, I recently went to a baby CPR class and I wore the glasses, recorded the whole thing, and got a great AI summary of the whole class. These glasses have a ton of really cool features that I've actually found super useful in my day-to-day life. I've found that I actually feel much more comfortable wearing them compared to some other of the smart glasses that I've tried out. And also a big differentiator with these is there's no camera. So that really reduces that creep factor. Let's say I can walk into almost anywhere and not be worried that somebody is thinking I'm recording them or something. So that's been really nice. So if you're interested in grabbing a pair for yourself, you can put down a $30 deposit on memo-mind.com. I'll put the website below. Or the Kickstarter launches on June 28th with deposits open now. And if you deposit today, you can lock in a $399 price rather than the $599 MSRP that they're expecting to launch at. MemoMind 1, crafted for the mindful. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.